Hello and welcome to the Critically Clueless. I'm a Monk, and today we are in Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlords. Now what we are looking to do in this video is explain the pre-siege mechanics a little bit, or pre-siege battles a little bit. This game doesn't really do a very good job of actually explaining a few little things, so I'm hoping to kind of go through a couple of the mechanics, a couple of the different features that the game doesn't actually really touch on. It just kind of presents you with this screen. Hopefully at the end of this video you will learn or come out of it with a little bit more knowledge than you did coming into it. If I don't explain anything to you guys enough or in as much detail as you would like, let me know down in the comments. I do my very best to reply to you guys, or maybe get you in a Discord and have a chat with you in there. This is a feature or a thing that has been asked and mentioned many times within my videos, so I figured I'd actually do my own video on it. Now, first of all, let's talk about the formations. As you can see, we can actually make 8 different formations, and these are made up of our infantry, our archers, our cavalry, and of course are mounted archers as well. And we can also make additional formations if we so wanted. I also think it's important to note that you can create or mark a commander of, said formation. This can actually be really good to choose captains, choose your companions, or other heads of parties in your army as captains of certain formations. It means you don't necessarily have to command every single formation, and if you're busy attacking, cavalry or archers or whatever, then that formation still has someone to give it orders, someone to keep order, and hopefully means that those troops won't flee the battlefield as fast. I would point out that just in case you accidentally give the wrong kind of commander, like for instance, if I was to give a commander who was mounted on a horse to an infantry unit, it will come up letting you know that that's an issue. What it means is your commander may be running into battle without you. So, think ahead of time and kind of, plan accordingly. The right commanders for each formation would work well. Another thing to point out is if you do this for one of the battles, you're not going to have to do this every single battle. It will remember your formations, it will remember your commanders, and as long as you still have those people available to you, it will assign them accordingly. Also, if you hit the little plus icon when it comes to a formation, you can prioritize what you would like in that formation, be it shields for a shield wall, be it pole arms, to be anti-cavalry, or whether you want, more throwing options. You can prioritize what you actually want. Unfortunately, on console, we don't have the ability to say, right, I want, all of this troop in this formation, all of this troop in this formation. Next up, some little mechanics. Did you know that if you hold outie, the left trigger, that you can move the camera around the battlefield? It means you get a bit more of a better view of the types of troops that you're trying to move, and it also means you can actually have a little look around the battlefield before you plan out what you would like your troops to do, whether you want them to be defending, whether you want them to be attacking, the certain formations and stuff that you want to be creating. Also, when you're moving around a formation, it means that you can actually put your camera down in an area so you can actually see what the hell you're doing. Also, did you know that you can actually move your troops around? All you have to do is click on a formation, highlight the area in which you want them to do, press. Now it's X on the Xbox, and I believe it's square on the PlayStation, and then you can just simply press it again to move to position, and those troops will just pop there. Now, when it comes to archers, for instance, a good idea or a good tip would be to have them in loose formation. So if you press X or A, depending on which platform you're currently on, it's marked up as line So you would click on that and then have them in loose formation, which I believe is circle or B, again, depending on which platform you're on. If they're in loose formation, it means that they're harder to hit, they're harder to mow down, you know, cavalry charges and stuff like that, and able to just basically cover more of the battlefield. And of course, archers are completely devastating in this game. So the idea is to protect your archers, to allow them to do the absolute devastating damage that they are capable of dealing out. And of course, talking about protecting your archers leads me on to my next tip. Really, when it comes to your troops, infantry troops, moving them into a shield wall is very, very useful. It kind of, you know, blocks the enemy from just being able to barge straight through them, gives them the most defense, and basically holds up the line. If you have very, very high leveled infantry troops, just one or two rows of these infantry can seriously impact the enemy's ability to pierce through your lines. To get a shield wall, simply mark that unit, press A or X, and then A or X again for shield wall, depending on which platform you're on. My next tip for you guys is going to be about actually being able to move the formation how you want it. Like, for instance, you saw me put my troops in a shield wall and they were about 3, 4, 5 rows of troops deep. Well, like I said, sometimes only 2 rows are going to be needed for that. Now, to actually manipulate the formation of your formation, you simply hold the right trigger when that formation is actually selected and drag your map across the battlefield. You will see the small green flags move, telling you where your troops are going to be placed. Now, it can be quite difficult to see in this video, but like I said, you simply hold the right trigger down and drag that across the map. And then, hey presto, your troops have moved into the formation that you have clicked. Now, it is a little bit clunky. We are on console. This is a PC port, and so things aren't necessarily as easy as they should be. But these few tips that I've just given you right there can really help change those battles, especially if you're outnumbered, especially if you're looking, you know, you end up losing when you should probably be winning. These small changes that I've just mentioned, being able to control this very first screen before you even start the battle, is going to seriously change the way these battles are going for you. Now, I fully appreciate that this was only a short video and it was only full of a couple of tips and tricks for you guys. You know, we've covered commanders formations, filtering the formations, and being able to actually shape the different formations within your groups. Hopefully this video has helped you guys out. If it has, let me know down in the comments. If it hasn't, and if I haven't covered any of the aspects I've mentioned within this video in enough detail, or slowly enough, then, you know, again, let me know down in the comments. I will try my best to either explain it to you by replying, or even just making another video. Quite happy to do that. We do also have an active and growing Discord, so if you want to jump in there alternatively and have a little chat with myself or someone else that plays the game, the link for that will be down in the description. And once again, guys, if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. But until next time, I've been a monk who's been a Critically Clueless, and I will see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.